All right, we're back with more HBTD. What do you know? What do you know? Look at our map here. We have, it seems like 4% constantly all the time lately. Nice big open map. A little bit of pre-maze going on. Think about where you're going to build here. You got 1, 3, and what would be finish 5. So think about just building a wall here, here, and loop in 1 anywhere I want. A nice little double slow there. We got a whole bunch of overlapping stuff here. Got to find the best damage zone. So there looks like plus 110. What's that? Plus 130? That is right on top of point 2. 160. Oh, there's a 30 right here too. So that is probably the tower spot. I think it's going to be the opposite actually. We're going to close this. Probably not use that and maze over here because the TP's over here. I don't know. I don't think the slow is going to be that slow. Let's take a look at waves. Some detour. We got some. All right. Let's go take a look at some tower prices. See what's going on. So detour means it's going to zigzag back and forth. So a regular airwave would just fly straight between them and it wouldn't last as long. Zigzag is going to take a while. So there's plenty of damage potential there. So you don't want to give that away. So otherwise, big splash would be a consideration there. So you could definitely do maybe a multi-shot. What else we got here? Oh, I won last game with trigger. Could we make it work again? I think it's going to get turned on the air, though. So trigger is by far my favorite tower to use, but if you can't get it turned on the airwaves, there's no point. You're just wasting your time. So here, we've got plenty of lings in play to. The Colossus are going to be spread out. There's a big gap between them. So 4%, at least 2 incomes, probably a third. Well, the first one there is going to get taken pretty soon. I hate cheap Q games. Hate them with a passion of 1,000 burning suns or something. Thinking about pushing up and over. That way I can maximize the length of TP1 here. I wouldn't be getting the minerals before TP1, but whatever. I'm not sure there's an actual. There isn't a 160 over there. This is almost certainly the right spot. Ooh, look how slow that is. Does that change my mind about building over here? We got 38. I can't separate 4 from that, so I would have to go. Shoot, where would I have to go? Let's just set up to abuse that slow. Let's take a look at just how slow the overlapping slow is. I'm interested to see here on this airwave if the detour comes up and hits that tower like that, that would be almost perfect, I think, for trigger. So let's keep a watchful eye on that. Make sure that we stay in range the rest of the time. A little bit worried about 3 over here, depending on how they choose to zigzag. So I'm probably hitting right here. The TP, I think, is going to help. So I'm going to be hitting here. Ooh, that's close. I don't think it'll be on. Not sure if that turned you back on or not. Yeah, I'm going to have to test that because that looks like they're shutting off. So it looks like you're over. Looks like you're close enough, but if it isn't, you're going to get clobbered. And now we've got an immune wave. I think I'm going to take trigger anyways, just because it's too much fun. So Magic and Nova, if I take a look at Radiance here, Magic and Nova are both really good. Any given game, they can win. Baller Man apparently too. Anybody in 9,000, you know what you're doing, and you're a threat to win. Change how this is. Mess around in this slow a little bit before I leave this area, I think. So I don't get 0.2 in there, but I do get the other part. Make sure I get the right tower here. I can't afford it yet. 97. Ouch. And yeah, they're not that. Well, Colossus, that might be a problem. There'd be like 1, then 2, and then 3, but when they're overlapping, 2 here, 1 and 3 are both going to be there, and it would shut off. That's too much. I'd have to shut it like that, maybe even shorter. With a 160-60, I don't see how you don't go trigger. You're almost forced into taking it because the tower is just that powerful. Do you want to change how this is set up? Or no, make them run through here and then back that way, and then okay, that'll work better. So if you look at trigger 2.45, so you're basically doubling your damage at least. So that would put me comfortably ahead damage-wise here. That's what I was thinking about, kind of coming this way. Can't quite get there yet. Change this a little bit. There's 2 of them there. Alrighty. This is not going to fix that. Otherwise it's going to shut off. So the Colossus, I don't think I could have it run around. avoid getting the tower to shut off. It looks fine everywhere else. Ooh, that's close. It just gets back here. That is tight. Oh, it shut off. TP1 where it was running here. Hurt. So this should be trying to micro and actually killing as many as possible, but whatever. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Nova got close. He did a better job of microing, so he did get the third kill. Or he bothered to micro. Probably should take the Q upgrade at some point here. Magic, look at that. Way less damage, but he got 2 just because he microed way better. By micro, I mean you're clicking on the tower and then you're pointing and right-clicking what it is you're trying to kill. There are usually a few extra kills in it each wave for those who care enough to do it. I'm saying that I can stretch this down. I'll come down one more, it looks like. That. That way this is still open because I can reach here, I think. Yeah. So I want to make these guys run. And I could even shove them out here to buy a little bit more time. But I'm focusing on the wrong spot here. I'm not getting this area. I'm not getting 3 passes or 5 passes or whatever it would be. It's like 5 points, 2 TPs, so 7 passes. I'm not getting 7 passes here. So I need to be focusing on between the 2 TPs. That's where the length is going to come from. So while it's fun to goof around in the slow and milk it for all the time it's worth, well, wasn't watching, but we stayed on, or at least got turned back on, so that looks promising. It's like Nova you probably have to have the same tower to be doing that much damage, is my guess. My fellow triggerer. A little bit worried about that, but I think it should be okay. These guys are packed pretty tight together, so what I'm looking at is this spot right here. That looks alright. It's close, though. Not sure I could get away with it on Colossus. And this little spot there is saving me. So I can't stretch too far. I'm thinking about stretching out this way, then coming back for the TP. And I could even stretch, come back in here. I'm out of supply anyway, so. Uh-oh. Ah. Got me. But at least it will turn back on right there. So that's what makes Trigger. That's why it has such a high damage output of the 2.45 ratio. Because it's quite tricky to maze correctly. If you get it wrong and your tower shuts off, you pay a big penalty. And it hurts very badly. I can't get back. So I was looking at. Was there a way to where the oh, and I didn't fix my 3. So this looks dangerous to me again. Although these guys notice that the line is much longer, much more spaced out, so you might be able to get away with it here. Yeah, it looks like you will. They got to get back inside, though. They got to get all the way on this side. So they're going to have to come down and back to get there. I'm not sure that's going to work. Free life down. By free, I mean it's less than 50. You're going to take it at some point in the game, so you might as well take it early. I don't know. I consider it free, so when they're that cheap, you might as well. There are no rock breaks to consider. That's got to get taken too. I wonder if I would be better off. How many times do they run through this? 1, 2? So if I were to change this geometry a little bit so that they had to get it on the way back to 2, toward 3, back to 4, leaving 4, and TP2, that's way better. Way more time in the slow, so I'm going to flip that around. What all does that entail? That involves creating a little gap here. Ooh, that does ruin this little spot, though. Put that over there, so now it's all on the inside. Just go there. Would you stop? That's not blocking. Oh. That would be blocking. Okay, I'm with you there. So I kind of hurt my TP1 here, but there's no kinda about it. I did hurt my TP1. Noticing that I can kind of do. Is that gonna work? I don't think that's gonna work. Oh yeah, that should work. Especially if I could. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but it is what it is now. So I'll take the other income that we were talking about way earlier in the game. I think I did give away my other. There isn't a way here to do that. No, it's got to be over a little bit. Yeah, right on the bottom half of 2. Ooh, it shut off. Oh no. Wasn't looking. Didn't see where the problem was. Magic is rolling right along though. I wonder if you took like discharge or something. Hurry up and get back. Thank you. Oh. I could use, how many would you need? Is it 3? Do it in 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. Looks like you can get it done with 3. 1 by 1s right there. I didn't notice when I shut off, which was a problem. So I don't know how to fix it. don't know. There should be plenty of stuff there, it looks like. Push this down as far as it will go. I hit all that anyways. Here's where I'm going to put 3 1x1s. Actually, I can do it better than that. I can do 2 1x1s here. Here. And then I can use regular towers there, which will be cheaper. Wow, how am I getting destroyed that badly? I don't understand that. How the heck did he get 22,000 damage? Wonder if he's like damage field or something. That's a lot of maze to give up, I guess. I don't know. Damage field would fit though. Something splashy. This would be the wrong TP if it wasn't a TP. I think my ability to beat him is with the range here. He's going to be, when he's hitting with his, I'm assuming that's damage field, he's going to be doing a crud load of damage, except for the Colossus wave. Now this is better because I can get there for 3. So when you go trigger, you just have to make 100% sure the tower does not turn off. Or if it does turn off, as it comes back into the maze, it touches it. So I would have to flip the whole maze inside out to where like it started here, then it came around and did whatever, and then it ended coming in and touching this way. That way, as the guys enter the maze, they get it activated no matter which way you're coming. So if there was, if the maze was twice as big and they had to run over here for some reason, maybe there were big mineral spots over there or something. There are ways to still do it. Well, at least he's done, I guess. Question mark. That I don't like. There. Oops, that's what I need. So a couple things that could be going on. I think he's got, definitely looks like something splashy. That's an insane amount of damage. I mean, if he didn't income the second time, that's only 200. That is only 4 more speed upgrades. That doesn't explain that much more damage. So I do not believe that is the problem. Kind of watching, could I have sent them all the way around? Looks like it, because there's always going to be something here. So note to self, I can slide this over on at least this particular wave. Line splash. Trigger's just too much fun. His line splash is tearing us all up here. Yay, a score of -3. Alright, so where on earth is he going? Can't read this second. Does he go this way first, then resets there? So he's getting more time through that slow, which he's going to like with that line splash anyways. What? Ooh. Yeah, I'm still not reading that, so I'm going to let it. Oh, he left, so we don't get to see what's going on. How do you get to 1? Follow it backwards here. Okay, so he's essentially giving up 1? How do you get to 2 this way? And then we go back this way for 3. Okay. Clearly very good, so Nova, like I said, a dangerous dude.